Hello. So I want to do a collective reading, something that the masses need to know about right now. Let's first see what it's about. I feel motivated to do this, so I'm gonna follow my heart. Let us see. What is it that you want to talk to us about, please, Most High? What do we need to hear about at this time to bring us clarity and direction so that we can find our way to happiness, success, peace of mind? Interesting. We have location. And then we have intimate relationship. We have inherit and victory. Location, intimate relationship, inherit, victory. So we got location is the one that's boggling me. Location. Okay, so that's spiritual location, not physical. So we got angel on earth coming next. Neighborhood. Heavy burdened. Okay. Recreation, temptation or test. And we have recognition. Okay, so it's basically about how we interact with each other. Because right now there's a mass there's heavy burdens going on right now on a mass scale, and it's just, let's see, heavy burdened recreation is a temptation or a test. Okay, we need to recognize that. Then we have present, so that's what's happening right now. We have to recognize that we're all being tested. It's like, what would we do? So we got present, then we got beauty, future, and then we have education. So basically, so right now we're in a temptation, okay? And the future is gonna be beauty, and the beauty really is education. We will have learnt a lot, and the education is our blessing indeed. Okay, so that's what we're gonna be talking about. So what would you like to share with us about this, please, Most High? So the fact that we are being tested right now, that's very important to know, okay? So be wise in the choices that you make. And this is for the masses now, on a general scale. Be wise about your friendships, be wise about your work, be wise about your money, be wise about what you see for the future, okay? And recognize that this is just a test, okay? And the decisions that you make can either make or break you at this time. So, we want to win. All right? We want to win. At the end of it all, however, we're going to learn things, and these lessons that we learn will definitely be our blessings. Okay? So, this is just a test. Let's see what we need to know. Yeah. So we got deception. So the question is, what is lie and what is truth? It kind of came out sideways. Let's see. Okay. Yeah. Keep it sideways. So it's a matter of recognizing what's true and what's false. Like I said, this can either make or break us. All right. We have very soon. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. Okay. So let's turn that down. Yeah, so we have to recognize which of our thoughts and which of our interactions with others are real and which ones are fake. And we have to decide. We have to make decisions, okay? And then we have wedding come next. So that's talking about a serious commitment. So it's like whatever you choose, you're going to be committed to it. Like I said, it will shift your life. So the decisions that you're making based upon the circumstances that we find ourselves in, it's gonna play a part in our fate overall. Not just our fate, but the fate of our families and those closest to us, okay? By extension, our neighborhood, by extension, our nation, and so on, okay? So it's about clearly deciding what you want and being committed to it. We have make the effort coming next because it's worth waiting for. This new love, newness, heart-to-heart conversations. We need to speak truthfully, okay, to ourselves and truthfully to the people around us so that we know exactly where we stand. We know where the other people in our lives stand. We know exactly what we're dealing with so that we can make intelligent decisions. Okay? So, right now we're all going through a test. And it's about recognizing what is fake and what is real, what is lie and what is truth. Heart-to-heart conversations, reconciliation, and let your friends help you. Yeah, soulmate. So like I said, the underlying issue is that we have to clearly decide what we want, and whatever we decide on going forward is actually going to change our fate. It's something that we have to be committed to, according to the wedding card. And we're being urged to make the effort because whatever's coming is worth waiting for, because it's new love. It's a new love where we're building our relationship stronger, where we're having more truthful conversations with each other. Okay? And that's going to draw us closer together, because when I look at what's happening in the world today, a lot of people, crises tend to bring people together, hardships tend to bring people together, okay? And that's what's actually happening. We are actually forming alliances and forming bonds, okay? That's what we should be doing right now. But be careful, be mindful. Okay, we have giving your relationship a chance and getting to know each other. Recognize who is true, who is fake. Okay, what is true and what is lie. All right, so that's what God wants to share with us right now regarding our current state as a mass, as the human family. Okay, so in order to get the victory, We have to make sensible choices in these tests that we are currently in and the tests that will shortly be coming towards us. So just remember that it's a test. However, if you fail for real, and if you pass, you pass for real. So will you pass or will you fail? It depends on your actions. It depends on what you choose to believe. Mindful. Be mindful of the deception. Okay? Know who and what to trust. So is there anything else you'd like to share with us, please, Most High, before I close this reading? Woo! Yeah, rebirth. Shadow. Okay, wait. Let me show you these cards. So the cards that are sticking out is the rebirth card, the healer card, and the shadow card. So right now it's about healing those dark rebirth. It's about starting over, healing those dark parts of ourselves. So it's right now everybody has the opportunity to become someone new. That's basically, and look, this card showed itself, the union card. So right now, no matter who you were before, there's a opening right now going on in this earth for you to change and be who you actually want to be. Okay? So the question is, are you going to take that opportunity, or are you going to keep yourself stuck in a cycle of shadow energy? Shadow energy being things like selfishness, not really caring about your neighbor or caring about others. Yeah, shadow is basically about selfishness. Always putting yourself first. When the truth is, there's a time to put yourself first, and there's a time to put something else above yourself for the sake of keeping the balance. Okay. So right now, if you choose to change, people won't really question. If you choose to change for the better, people won't really question it, because a lot of people want better in their life right now. They're glad for any love that's coming towards them. They're glad for any understanding that's coming towards them. But be mindful of any deception, because some people will only take it and exercise that selfish energy on you. So you think that you found a great friend or some kind of ally, or you formed some kind of camaraderie, when that is not actually the truth. So be mindful. Okay. But there are some people out there who, because of the condition of the world right now, they feel like it's just time to cut the crap and focus on what actually matters. What is truly important, what is truly valuable and worth time, effort, and energy in this life. If you're one of those people, then you need to link up with people who see that as well. Okay. Yeah, we have manifestation, and then we have fall. The manifestation of the falling of love. So that's what's happening right now. Fulfillment, love. So right now, what's being manifested is failure. Guardian. Because the autumn card is like the fall card. What happens in the fall? All the leaves fall off. It's like the end of bearing season. It's the end of fruitfulness. Okay? Or the beginning of the end of fruitfulness. Or the last bit of being fruitful. Because summertime is when things are abundant. But by the fall, all the old things start dying off, so that it makes space for the new. So that's what's happening now. Guardian, we got feminine, grounding. So the grounding of union. So the feminine energy is that loving energy. Okay. So if they're trying, if the elements that are working in the earth right now are trying to separate us, obviously that's not gonna be good, because everybody needs somebody at some time. So don't fall for that trick, okay? That's why all that no hugging, and go back to when we were living under the rules of you can't go and visit this person, you can't hug each other, you can't give each other a kiss, you can't, you know, even not even allowed to show your face. That separation that we went through, it was not a very healthy one. Okay, it felt diminishing and like imprisonment. A lot of people suffered from boredom, depression, stuff like that. We need each other. Okay. So by getting into that feminine energy is being receptive. Because look at, like, let's say in electrics, or the male always goes into the feminine. So the feminine is being receptive. Okay. So it's about being receptive to love. Okay. But mind the deception. Do not accept the wrong people, the wrong circumstances into your life. Be very discerning about what you choose to allow into your space. Okay. So right now, if you're being discerning about the information that you allow to come into your mind, the people that you allow to come into your personal space, the things that you allow yourself to put out, then we can have the victory by avoiding the pitfalls. Okay, now is not time to be destructive. Now it's time to pull together and be building. Because life will never be exactly the same as we once knew it, but this happens all the time. If you look at life throughout the ages, it's always shifted. So we right now are simply experiencing a shift in society and life itself as we know it. However, we have the power to make it into what we want it to be, instead of just allowing things to happen for us. Okay. Right now is a time of shifting. So recognize what you should shift, what you should keep, who you should shift, who you should keep, and especially information. Because everything starts with the mind. What we choose to believe plays a big part in how we choose to behave. So be very mindful about what you choose to believe. And that's why the deception card is the first one to come out. Deception is very prevalent in these times. So you need to dodge the minds. All right? So you don't get blown to smithereens. Your future doesn't get blown up to smithereens. And I'm not one for defying the government, but the reality of life is good is good no matter who's putting it out there, and bad is bad no matter who's putting it out there. So prioritize well, stand firm. Right now I heard that there's in Texas they're banning this mandatory vaccine thing in workplaces, and I think that that's the best thing to do, because it doesn't make any sense. So there are people out there who are standing up and doing the right thing. Like we see here, it's a test. So the question is, who's willing to stand up? What are they willing to do? Who's willing to comply? And all these things. We all have an opportunity to make our choices, and when we make our choices, we simply have to stick with them. We have to ride it out until we come to the end of that cycle. And hopefully after that cycle, we will have learned something. We will have learned what we needed to learn so that we can make better decisions in the future. Okay, so right now it's a test going on, and the test is about standing firm and creating a better future for yourself, your neighborhood, your nation, and humanity as a whole. So what are we going to do going forward? How are we going to do it? Take it one step at a time. There's no need to be anxious about what is to come. Cross any bridge you come to cross when you get to that bridge, because really and truly you don't know which direction life is going to push you in. So take care of what you can take care of now. Pay attention to what you're sure about now, and as situations arise, you make sensible decisions, or make the best decision that you can with whatever courage you have. And remember that prayer always is an option. So if you don't feel strong enough and you know that there's a decision that you need to make, you need to pray for the courage to make that decision, because you know that it's gonna better you in the future. It's gonna work out well for your long term. Work out well for you, your family, your community. Okay, so right now we have an opportunity to make life into what we want to make it into, because things are shifting and it's not gonna wait for us. It's not gonna wait for our input. Those who are willing to put in are putting in the input. So if you allow everybody else to make decisions on your behalf, you can't be upset when life doesn't turn out to work in your favor. Okay, so I wish us all the best. Remember to watch out for any deception. Do not choose to believe lies. And if you do not have courage, pray for courage. Pray for wisdom. Okay, pray for love. Pray and give thanks. All right, so remember God, or the universe, or your angels, or your ancestors, Allah, Buddha, Krishna, whatever it is that you subscribe to, the creator, whatever. There's only one. Remember that one. My love goes out to all of us. Thank you for watching. Take care.